Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Devil's Den, and this time we are reviewing last night's game between the New Jersey Devils and the Carolina Hurricanes in round 2, game 3, and this time I am proud to say Devils win 8-4, curb stomping the Carolina Hurricanes. So, we've got a lot to talk about today, so I'm not going to waste time with introductions. We're just going to jump right on into this. So, Game 3 of the second round, Devils are down 2-0. They win. The series is now 2-1, and we go into Game 4 tomorrow night, and it's going to be a big game. But before we get to Game 4, let's talk about Game 3. So, a couple of things to start off. Lineup changes. Luke Hughes enters his first ever NHL playoff game. He enters into the defensive rotation. Schmid is out as the starter. Vanecek is back in. So it's going to be Vanecek in net, Hughes on defense, and the forwards, for the most part, besides different types of line changes, relatively stays the same. So you've got Hughes and Hughes, the brothers, playing their first game in the playoffs together as a family. And my God, Luke Hughes is a frigging workhorse, okay? This guy, there was so many plays where you're watching him just getting taken to town by Carolina physically, and he just won't give up. The Damon Severson goal is all thanks to Luke Hughes, who is not battling for the puck in the corner, but skates into the corner, and you've got this big, hulking Carolina guy just coming down on him, and he goes, no, I refuse to give up the puck, and he doesn't. He puts it in front for Damon Severson. Severson steps up, 1, 2, 3, shoots, and gets the goal. It is a beautiful play, which is all thanks to the hustle, dedication, and work ethic of Luke Hughes. So I'm going to be 100% honest here. I am very nervous when brand new guys come into the lineup in really important games like the playoffs. I was fairly content with just letting Hughes sit until next season, but I'm not going to lie, guys. I am starting to come around on having Luke Hughes in the lineup permanently. And I'm sorry, based on his play last night, Ruff is probably going to keep him in the lineup until the end of this series. I don't see why not. Now, a lot of people are saying, Luke Hughes, Luke Hughes, Luke Hughes. And yes, Luke Hughes, right? But it is only one game. He played 2 games in the regular season, but those games were not high-pressure, do-or-die games. And right now, that is the position the Devils are in. I understand the series is 2-1 and we have a series, but picture this. Let's say Carolina wins 3-1, right? And let's say, hypothetically, Luke Hughes does not play well. I'm not saying he won't, but let's just say, hypothetically for the moment, he doesn't play well, okay? So you have one good game of Luke Hughes, where they win 8-4, and one bad game of Luke Hughes, and the series is now 3-1. Carolina cannot win another game. You have to trust the Devils to win 3 games straight, which they can do. We saw that during the Rangers game, where they won Game 3, Game 4, Game 5. But may I remind you, Luke Hughes was not in that lineup. So the question is, do you continue to play Luke Hughes if he has a bad game and Carolina wins? Or do you pull him? Like, what do you do? I'm not saying either way. I'm just saying it's something to consider, given the way the Devils have sort of flip-flopped quite a bit during the playoffs in terms of winning and losing. They either get killed by their opponents in the first 2 games, or they kill their opponents in like Game 3 and 4. The Devils are very, very flaky sometimes, and like watching that game, I was sitting there going, I'm going to throw up. I'm so anxious watching this game because I'm so excited to see the Devils do well. So that's all I'm going to say on Luke Hughes for now. Kid's looking great so far. We'll see what happens the next couple of games. I hope he keeps playing the way he has been, because he's been playing great. So Point number 2 I want to talk about is Vitek Vanecek. Now, a lot of people are saying out there, and I've noticed this on social media, on in videos I've seen on YouTube and in Twitter and Facebook and things like that, because those places are the ninth circle of hell. However, I'll say this: I don't think that Vitek Vanecek played badly. I don't think he played badly. You look at goal number 1, which, okay, you can make an argument he should have had, but goals 2, goals 3, and goals 4 are all breakaways. Every single one of them are breakaways. One of them was a penalty shot. I don't know how, and I'm not saying that Vanecek should start in Game 4 or shouldn't start in Game 4. All I'm saying is I don't like it when goalies have what people consider to for goalies to have a bad game, but like 80 to 90% of the goals they let in aren't even their fault. And I'm not saying that should have been a penalty shot. There's a penalty shot that happens at Carolina. The ref is at a bad angle. He doesn't see the thing. He just sees Hamilton, swinging his stick at Martinook. And to the ref's credit, I think based on the way the ref saw it, I can understand why the ref called it a penalty shot. It shouldn't have been a penalty shot because I don't think that the 1 millimeter of skin that Hamilton came in contact with his stick on Martinook, if he even hit skin, by the way, that shouldn't have been a penalty shot. I think we can probably, most of us can agree, that shouldn't have been a penalty shot. However, given where the ref is standing, I do kind of understand. But Vanecek, I don't think played badly. People are saying, oh, but he let in 4 goals, 3 of which were breakaways, 1 of which was a penalty shot. Oh, the puck hit 2 posts. Are we now saying the standard for what a goalie is good at is a goalie that never has a puck hit the post? This feels really weird to me because I thought personally, if a puck doesn't go in the net, then a goalie's doing his job. I could be wrong. Now, for context, I played goalie. I played ball hockey goalie for a couple of years. I played soccer goalie for close to 5 to 7 years, if not longer. So I understand kind of a little bit what it means to be a goalie. And I'm sorry, if a ball hits the post, I'm not getting down on myself. I'm going over to that post and I am dedicating my life to saving that post, okay? You'll often see goalies talking to their posts before a game. I used to do it. I've seen Brodeur do it. I've seen other goalies in the league where they go up to their goal nets before the game starts and they'll talk to their posts one-on-one and be like, all right, guys, we're going to have a good game, right? We're going to make sure the puck doesn't go. Like this happens. And I don't think Vanecek, I don't think that he didn't play well. I think he played. I think he played fine. And people who are saying, "Oh, put Schmidt back in. Put Schmidt back in." Can I just remind people that when Vanecek had 2 bad games against the Rangers, he couldn't even get back to the net because Schmidt was playing well. And I'm not saying Schmidt shouldn't play. I want to make that clear. I'm not saying Schmidt shouldn't play. What I'm trying to say is, I have really enjoyed watching Schmidt and Vanecek kind of take a 1A, 1B role for our goaltending. And it's worked out really well. If one goalie's not playing well, you can kind of turn to the other guy who, let's be clear, at this point, Schmidt is contesting for the starter position for this team's goaltender, right? And it's been nice to kind of, okay, one guy doesn't do well, we can fall back on the other starting goalie if we need to, right? And I'm really liking that dynamic between Schmidt and Vanecek. Ultimately, at the end of the day, whatever Ruff decides. If he wants to put Schmidt in, fine. He wants to put Vanecek in, fine. Am I nervous about both? Yes. Vanecek a little less so, only because, and you can go back and you can rewatch games 1 and 2. The commentators, I think, say it right. Schmidt got shell-shocked in games 1 and 2. Absolutely pounded in, right? And again, let me be clear, not because Schmidt didn't play well, but because of the fact that his defense left him out to dry. Which brings us to our third point. The defense and the goddamn power play on New Jersey last game, I'm going to say it, I know we won 8-4, did not have a good night. They did not have a good night, or I should say good afternoon, yesterday. They didn't, okay? First, let's talk about the power play. Can you name me another team in the NHL, maybe the Leafs, maybe Columbus, I don't know, who allows two shorthanded goals on the same power play? So New Jersey gets a penalty called for them, so they have the man advantage. It's now 5-on-4. And 2 goals are allowed in less than 2 minutes on the same time, on the same ice, where New Jersey has a man advantage. This power play needs to tighten up. I hate to say this, and maybe this is because the bar is being set too low, and I'll admit that, but like, if you have a power play, the expectation is, because you have the man advantage, that you're able to put the puck in the net, right? And we did yesterday. 8 times we did. And now it seems like New Jersey's job on the power play is less to put the puck in the net and more so to keep the puck out of their own net because our defense was playing sloppy. And not even our defense, our offense played sloppy on the power play as well. You need to tighten up. Because you're not going to tell me that the Carolina Hurricanes aren't going today, looking at the footage from last game, and are going, come closer. Their power play is weak. Their power play makes mistakes. You put pressure on their power play, they will slip up, and we can take advantage of that. So power play has to step up, 1, for goal production, and 2, needs to get a grip when they are dealing with the puck at the blue line. Yes, I'm looking at Hamilton. Yes, I'm looking at Hughes. Because, and Bratt, and Palat, and all of them on the power play, lines 1 and 2. They didn't do their job. Not only did they not score on the power play, although a couple of times they did, I think once they did, but like, you got scored. I feel like I'm not making my point. I feel like I'm not making myself clear enough. You let 2 goals in on the same power play when you have the man advantage. What? They were both breakaways. How do you let this happen? I don't understand. And I'm trying not to give the Devils too hard of a time right now because they won 8-4 and that's what we should be focused on. But I should still be able to criticize a team when they won if they screw up at times. And if those screw-ups are turning into goals against. On the power play. Like, I just... So, those are the things I kind of want to talk about was Hughes, Vanecek, the power play / defense. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. We got Game 4 tomorrow, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I will be watching that game, and there most likely won't be a Devil's Den episode tomorrow night, but it'll probably come out the day afterward, in the afternoon like I'm doing today, just because... You know, I'm getting up at like 7:30 in the morning so that I can go to work and then I'm not getting home until like, 5 o'clock or 5:30. So that's the gist of it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. If you like the video, it does help the algorithm helps circulate around YouTube as well as subscribing. Let's grow this channel. I want to see if we can get to 30 subscribers by the end of the playoffs. That's going to be it, guys, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Adios.